Hello, John.
Hello, Oliver.
And today we're going to talk about a bill that's coming through in the government. It's by Carl Nolan, and it's a fetal protection bill.
That's right. She proposed this. Now, she got support from 37 TDs, which was better than expectations. This bill was for the protection of babies that might be killed by abortion, that they would not feel pain. It was to protect from the pain. They do feel indescribable pain. It's just, there's no question that, so it was an effort to prevent that. Now, the best speech that I've heard, and many along that I ever heard, I think, was from Michael Healy-Rae from Kerry. He gave a great speech that is well worth anybody's while checking it out. An impassioned plea for the unborn and for the business of pain. And he spoke about conscience, about some members of the Dáil, the parliament that we have, might be obliged to obey what they call the whip. In other words, what the headquarters say you better do. But in this occasion, he gave such a marvellous speech. He, in the event, a lot of the independent pro-life TDs supported it. A lot of the ones in Fianna Fáil supported it. And their names was all in the pro-life organisation. They took a note of every one of them, and there's quite a few Fianna Fáil and quite a few Fine Gael supported it. The government had tried to block it is by some other measure, but they've lost the sort of the goodwill. They've lost the plot. They've already inflicted this with what they encouraged the people to vote for. We spoke about it before, but there is a lot of people that are pro-life, but they want even the babies that is going to be aborted not to be treated in the cruel way that people now feel that they are treated. Because it's the cruelest thing imaginable. And as Michael Healy-Rae said, we've been born, we've mentioned this before, we've been born, and he mentioned around the Dáil. Why not do something to protect the ones that can't be born, like you, me, and the rest of us? It was the best speech I ever said. So the proposal that I made before, that the independent TDs that are pro-life start a new party to sort of give people a choice rather than all being independent voices, to start a party like something I call Christian Alliance. And certainly from his contribution, the man that stands out as a potential leader of that group, especially if people from other parties join it, members of parliament that are appalled at the way the party went against life when the majority one time voted for it at an Ardèche in the RDS, and it wasn't supported by the leadership under Micheál Martin. So this is a great opportunity for a party of that calibre to be formed that we suggested before. So I'm making another plea that to go ahead and do that and register a party as the Christian Alliance or something of that calibre, so as people will have a choice when another election takes place, a general election. And I would think that they could have potential members of a party of that calibre in every constituency in the country. And without a doubt, people would have a choice. And don't be afraid of the word Christian, and don't be afraid of the word standing up for life and what is right. We all know what's right and what's not being done. So it's up to the members of Parliament, the TDs, to come together and give people a choice. The people of Ireland deserve a choice, and they haven't got it at the moment with the parties, except for these people. They haven't got it. And if they don't form a party that people can kind of subscribe to, and if they did it now rather than later, they would have a chance to develop their policies and develop policies and have policies that they can agree on, the ones that would be the initial ones that would start it. And I'm recommending Michael Healy-Rae as the leader, and then they would have a deputy leader and maybe another kind of leader. It would be more democratic than I think that the structure of the other political parties, but it would give people in the country areas a chance to join a common or whatever they call it, but to support political parties. So that was a great event that occurred just recently, and one the man that stood out, because I know him even before he was TD, when his father was. His stock products belonged that I supplied down in Kilgarvan, where they're from, and he's still there and operating from there. I paid a visit to it there a month or so ago and left some leaflets for him to peruse. So I'm delighted, and I hope that it comes to fruition, and Michael Healy-Rae would make one great leader.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you very much, Oliver. Yep.